right. Hi, Adrian here, and this is a reading for Taurus for the month of October. It is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Taurus. Maybe you're a cross-watcher, you're more than welcome. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I really appreciate you coming back to my channel. And maybe also look at your Venus placement because it's about love and finance. If you maybe look at that reading as well. Somebody gave me a like there right away, and I really want to let you know that I appreciate that because likes help my channel to grow. So I really appreciate that. Also, if it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. Okay. Now, you see, I can fiddle with things so much, but I like it when lines are straight. Sorry. And because I'm actually doing this from my phone. All right, so Taurus, let's get going. If you're interested in personal readings, all the other things that I do, regression, hypnosis, training, whatever, I'm going to speak about all of those things at the end of the reading. I'm first going to do your reading. So let's see what we got for you, Taurus. Maybe that means something to some of you. I was very strongly guided to use this deck of cards, which is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. She's also the creator of that beautiful deck called the Lightseer's Tarot. All right. I used that for one of the other readings. I can't remember which one. All right. So there in the recent past, you're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Strength card. So two major arcana cards there right away. Three major arcana cards in the recent past, the Moon. And in your current space, you've got a Queen of Cups, you've got the Hanged Man, you've got the Magician. Okay, this is something else. Then in energy coming towards you, you've got the Two of Swords, you've got the Queen of Inspirations, and you've got the Knight of Swords. For your overall energy, you've got the Muse of Materials, which is the Muse of the King of Pentacles. This for me, when I teach people how to read tarot, this is the last card that I teach, because Pentacles is about reaching that sort of inner space, that beautiful energetic alignment with like, the desires of your heart, the things that we as human beings would like to have in our lives. So this is actually really amazing because there's a sense of beautiful arrival here for you, Taurus. This could be a space where you are at the moment. This could be a space where your heart's desires are getting fulfilled, where your dreams are coming true, where we all have those big dreams in our lives sometimes, and mostly we sort of entertain them just as pipe dreams. Those things that you have like, oh, if that could come true, that will be actually very nice. There is a space that's happening here for you at the moment. I feel that for a lot of you, you've done your healing, you've gone through your dark night of the soul, you've done your inner child alignment, you've done your shadow work, you've done all those really unpleasant, manky sort of things that can hold you back. And so now you're in a space where you're positively moving forward to a lot of beauty and prosperity. This is a very good space to be in. Okay, so let's just look at your recent past there. So you've got the Wheel there, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, and the Moon. Right, they say look at the numbers, so let me look at the numbers. So 10 is the end of a cycle, is completion. 8 is about infinity, and 18 there with the Moon. 1 is new beginnings, 8 is also infinity, and number 9 is also the end of cycles and the new beginnings. Okay, so when we look at tarot, number 10 is that end of a cycle, that new beginning, that almost Piscean sort of energy, death and rebirth type of vibes, in a very healthy sense of the word. And then obviously also with 1 plus 9, 9 is that number of hope. It's that number of completion in a sense. In numerology, number 9 sort of has that same energy as number 10. But it's that number of hope. It's that number of a lot of things have come to fruition. Some of you may feel a little bit stuck because there is almost like, when you take number 6 and you turn it around, it becomes number 9. So a lot of times we get everything that we wanted in life, and then we say, well, now what? So in the recent past, there is a sense that things started to turn in a positive direction for you, Taurus. And I can tell you, I'm so happy to see this, because I remember there was a time, it actually sort of started last year, but especially like earlier this year, I was almost beginning to dread doing a tarot a reading for Taurus, because it was always just not doing well, bad luck, things are hitting you, living in the past. It was all these bad things, and my heart really started to go out to everybody that's Taurus. But I'm so glad that things started to take a positive direction here for you. Things started to change. I feel that many of you were fed up of things not actually working out for you. And so in that sense, you actually brought a change about yourself. There is the power of taking control of your energy, which is really, really incredible. I feel that some of you went into that space very much sort of like full acceptance of the moment, almost like it is what it is. And I remember that, I can't exactly remember now, about 3.5, maybe 4 years ago, I was really down and out in my life. I was staying with my sister and her husband, and things really weren't going very well for me. And I remember this one night, I was sitting outside, I was looking at the stars, and there was this gentle breeze because they live in a more country sort of place, which I love. And I just said to myself, it is what it is. And when you do that, you accept the moment fully for what it is. That is when change starts to come about. And I feel for many of you, it's almost like you started to play a game with the energy. Oh, today's a bad day, all right. Today's a good day, all right. That sort of thing. Almost non-committal to sort of like an outcome, which is actually great because it places you in the space of the now, of the present. Okay. There's a lot of release that's taken place here for you, a lot of inner healing. Also with the Leo energy there, so maybe you're dealing with a Leo, dealt with a Leo, maybe you've got strong Leo in your chart. Maybe also look at where your Saturn is, where your Saturn placement is, for you. But there was a sense of really, it's almost like you got fed up of the way things were going, all right? And so last card there in your recent past, we have the Moon, Neptune energy. Some of you could have been maybe dealing with a more gentle sign as well, or like, let's say a more emotional side. Somebody comes from a more emotional point of view, like a Pisces. It's almost like, I can literally see you outside almost screaming out to the heavens and saying, you know what, I need help. I can't do this anymore. I won't do this anymore. I see a lot of crying that's taking place here, Taurus. I see a lot of pretending that you were strong when you were not, trying to maybe live up to a lot of expectations, like maybe family expectations and, job and colleague and things like that. I don't really see any much love, apart from your overall energy. It seems like for many of you, this was a very lonely journey, a very lonely battle to fight. Even if you were with someone, I feel that for some of you, you weren't really in a space that you were able to actually accept love and support from others. And I mean, that is one of the most challenging spaces to be in. But I feel that also that you've come to a realization, it's like you were tired of being not good, not okay, all right? And you sort of like, I'm not going to do this anymore. That sort of thing. It's when we speak to life like that, life responds to us as well. Okay, in a very positive sense, it can. So Queen of Emotions, which is your current space, which is the Queen of Cups. Some of you are ready for love again. There's maybe someone that approached you, that said something, and it's almost like, well, let's give this a try. I feel there's very good potential here. Even if you maybe just open to the idea, or, what is the big thing that you're being encouraged here to do at the moment, Taurus? To bring something into your life that is gonna create a lot of magic for you, a lot of positivity for you. Like in my case, for example, it'll be something like a fish tank, something that sort of keeps you in that beautiful flow of joy, of abundance, of prosperity, of your heart opening. Because there's a good potential here for you, for love, and for love to be returned to you. There with the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man, there's ancient knowledge that is unlocking within you here. So with generational knowledge, the different lifetimes that you had, with the different ancestors that you had. In the same way that we've got in our DNA, sort of like things carrying over, like, you're going to have this shade of skin and, you know, eyes and hair and whatever. There's also that messaging that goes through in our sort of like a pathology, basically, you know, and you are being encouraged at this particular point in time that if you are not already practicing a spiritual practice, to definitely start doing that. If you are already doing a spiritual practice, you can maybe really double up on that, you know. And also, Taurus, let's say, for example, you are very passionate about, let's say, gardening, okay? You put all this time and effort and everything into creating this beautiful garden. Also take some time to actually sit and watch it and to relax it and you know, and to enjoy the experience itself. The more you can become still and present where you are, the more you can bring yourself into the present moment. And a wonderful thing to do is when you focus on your breathing, it pulls you into the present moment. Now, if you're not used to focusing on sort of like your breathing and being present, I'm going to recommend that you don't do this while you're sort of like driving or operating machinery or anything like that. So just sort of start off practicing when you're just nice and calm, and just take a nice deep breath and just appreciate the breath, and that brings you into the present moment. And as you get into the present moment, sorry, for some reason my eyes itching. Maybe one of you have got an eye twitch or something, then this is a message for you. But sorry, there is a sense here of just let it be, just let it flow. Okay, and the more this is almost life giving you that grand invitation that there might be such wonderful things that are available here for you. And I feel that for many of you, you ask for quite a lot from life, and life will let you know that that's available right now. But in order for what is in your energy field to be able to manifest and express itself in physicality, there is that requirement for you to get into the space of silence. All right, to drain out the noises of the world. And even if you just do that a little bit, it'll make a big difference. Oh, so this is this is what you are aligning with the Hanged Man there with the Magician. Whatever it is that you want to have, you can manifest. There's a real powerful energy, you know, and maybe in your lineage, maybe there were people more sort of like from the witchy, from the Wicca sort of community. Maybe there's some psychic sort of connections in your life. You know, the things that people sometimes like they just whisper about it. I feel a lot of you are very strongly attracted to crystals, specifically at this particular point in time. Maybe energy practice like Reiki and like Qigong and those type of things. But whatever it is, here's the big point for you. If you can be present in where you are at the moment, from that space of presence, when you feel that connection, that is from the space from which you can create anything you want, really. All right? That's such a beautiful thing. There's real power here for you, Taurus. Okay, so prospective outcome, Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords. So I feel that for some of you are creating such beauty where you are right now, that as you go forward, it's almost like other people start to see the magic before you see it. You know, and that's sometimes what happens. Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands, as well as the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords. I feel there's more awakening happening here for you. There's more enlightenment happening here for you. There's beautiful worlds that are opening for you. Be patient with yourself. Some of you are a little bit impatient with yourself because you feel there's no hope for the future going forward. Be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. There's third eye unlocking. There's a lot of dormant sort of potential that you were born with unlocking. A lot of you were born to come into this world to really, really shine. In fact, everybody is. But it's like you're hearing the calling right now. And I feel even in the past, the things that you were dealing with that wasn't going so well, it was almost in a sense you being called to that higher power, that higher purpose of you, where you make this realization that this is not the life that I'm prepared to live for myself. And when we decide that, you know, universal doors can open for us in really amazing ways. Let's see, what is this card that fell? Yep, Hanged Man on its side. Some of you are like, no, I don't think I can do everything, but I don't know about the relaxing thing. Trust me. All right, let's see what we've got for you for an oracle card. I saw one that's beautiful that it said miracles. This is a space of miracles for you. Beautiful abundance, prosperity, joy, heart's desires coming true. Watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So again, you are being encouraged to go into that now space. Okay. When we speak about less is more, this is a space where less is everything for you, literally everything. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. I hope that helps. If it resonates, I really appreciate you liking the video. I always like comments. I appreciate those. If you feel that anybody else might benefit from this reading, feel more than welcome to share it with them. Remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. If any of you are interested in having a personal reading with me, or maybe regression hypnosis, crystal Reiki, which is a combination of crystal healing and Reiki. The information for all of that is down below in the description, so you can just have a look at that. During the month of October and November, I've got an 8-month online mind unlocking and psychic development course that I'm putting out, which I'm really excited about. The details for that is pinned to the top of my Facebook page, and there's a link for my Facebook page in the description. And then just lastly, if any of you are interested in learning how to read the tarot for yourself, there's also a link for my online tarot reading course. So from my heart, namaste. See you next time.